Hey, what's ripening, guys? I'm just about to harvest some bananas. If you're interested in these bananas, I have them on my website, what'sripening.com. I just started the website. If you want to support me, do so by buying on the website. That's how I'm going to start funding my farm expansion. This fruit particularly isn't coming from the farm, it's coming actually from my front yard. As you can see, I have a full rack here, and the top fruit are starting to turn yellow, which means that the rack is ready to harvest. This is actually a tall NAMWA. Most of the ones that I grow at the farm are dwarf NAMWA. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see I have racks of bananas that are actually touching the ground. It's the exact same banana, it just grows on a shorter trunk. But I'm going to harvest these right now and get them ready to go. I've got a couple people that have been asking about these, so I'm probably going to send some out today or tomorrow. But if you want some, check out my website. I'm about to post pricing and size and all that, how many pounds is in a box and all that kind of stuff. So just stay tuned. I'll put a link down below. This is what I'm going to have pretty soon. I'm going to have these bananas probably throughout the summer, probably into the fall. I've got a lot of them planted up. I have other varieties as well, but NAMWA is what we got today. So this is the stalk right here. You can see what I like to do with these big tall ones is I have this hooked knife. This is actually a corn knife. I use it as kind of I use it for trimming my bananas or for cutting these down. And basically what I do is just kind of, you're gonna need to back up a little bit. I give it a little cut on the back of the stalk, just enough so it starts to bend. The idea is that I don't want to come down as a catastrophic. And then you'll see, come over closer. This is how I knew they were ripe. The top racks are already starting to turn yellow. If you see, I've got a little bit of pest damage, so I'm gonna remove all those. The rest of these are gonna ripen up over the next probably week. So if I send out green ones, they would arrive to you either ripe or almost ripe when they get there. They just need to ripen up for a couple more days. This is probably the I think it's the second rack I've had this year, but I'm about to go into full production, so I'm gonna have these available. So stay tuned for that. Pretty nice little rack of bananas. I'm gonna get this thing ready to put in the house, and they'll ripen up inside the house. I try to be careful once they turn yellow not to rest the whole rack on its side so it doesn't damage them. I'm actually gonna cut these off from the bottom and break them out into hands. The last thing to do is just clean up after you harvest the bananas. This is the flour that was hanging off the end of the rack. That goes right back to the banana. All I do is trim off all these leaves. Everything goes back. Pretty easy process. In a front yard, if you want it to be more tidy, you could always cover this up with a different mulch. I leave it there and just know that that's part of the way it looks. So this mother that produced fruit will die back, and obviously it's being replaced by its predecessors. Usually I try to maintain these so that there's one fruiting stalk, there's one replacing it, and then there's another one coming up. In this case, I have, this one's already pretty far along, and I have a next generation coming up after that. So I have my new mother, the daughter, and the granddaughter. More pups will usually present themselves. You can cut those off and replant them, or you can just cut them off and mulch them. It's up to you. This time of year, you end up with a lot of pups, and sometimes you just don't have somewhere to put all of them. So sometimes they just go in the mulch. But anyway, that's what's ripening here. Hope to get an order from you, or see you next time.